You're something beautiful, electrochemical. You take my breath away, feel my emotions push and pull. Shooting stars in your eyes, you're bringing me to life. Love how you say my name, you make it feel like summertime. When you reach out your hand, I find myself again. Electric wonderland, no, I just can't get enough. You feel like magic, magic. Just one touch, my God, I gotta have it. You feel like magic, magic. You know you feel like magic. You know you feel like magic. You know you feel like magic, magic.
Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. It is another wonderful Wednesday of We Psychic Street. I'm your host today, Kay the Intuitive Empath, but you guys can call me Kay, of course. I hope you guys are so excited for this show tonight. Make sure you're dropping those very specific questions to be put on the list. Remember, get that 2 minutes for free. When the bell rings, the fun stops, okay? If you want to donate for a more detailed reading, we want you guys to go ahead and click the link on YouTube or Facebook, and it'll take you right on to donate for a 3 minute, in which you'll need to be very specific on which psychic you would like to read for you. A 5 minute general, in which you'll get all 3 psychics to split up, or a mini, a medium, or a mega. Okay, remember the megas, mini, and mediums are untimed readings. Mega skips and jumps the line of all other readings. So if you guys are wanting one of those readings, make sure you're clicking on those links and hitting that notification bell on YouTube so you can know whenever we are live here or when we have brand new YouTube content, which we have all the time. Now, we do have some no-go zones here on My Psychic Connection, and that is legal, health, and fertility questions. Okay, guys, we are not licensed physicians, so we are not authorized to be able to answer those questions, and we're not trying to get sued around here, right? So make sure we stick to the topics at hand. And again, if you want a general reading, you do need to click that link for a general reading. Otherwise, it's a specific question. Okay, now that all the tough stuff's out the way, I want you guys to go ahead and start liking and sharing us out. Tag a friend of a friend. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and announce my other 2 beautiful co-hosts. Coming in right on next is the beautiful Psychic Bunny. And we'll say hello to Bunny. Hi, Bunny.
Good evening, morning, afternoon, one of those.
If you guys are super excited to see Bunny, let's make sure you guys share those bunny emojis.
Yes.
And now we'll go ahead and say hello to the beautiful Psychic Energy. Hi, Psychic Energy.
Honey, I'm so excited that you're here with us today, tonight, this afternoon. I'm with you. It depends where you are in the world, doesn't it? It's going to be so much fun.
And if you guys love our beautiful Psychic Energy, who's always giving us that great content, make sure you guys share some blue heart emojis or the kangaroos. How are you 2 ladies doing tonight? How's the Wednesday treating you? The new moon, all the great new energy coming in.
It's interesting. I'm tired already. I would like to take a nap, but we cannot nap. We have things to accomplish this new moon. So it's a wild time.
I am so psyched. I was born on a full moon, so full moons are really high energy for me. And I usually don't sleep on a full moon, but last night I did, so that was a good thing. But I'm really psyched. I love full moons.
All right. Well, I mean, if you guys are into the full moons, the new moons, all these cycles, let's go ahead and hear about your experiences. Put those in the comments. And remember, if you guys want to get on that list for a reading, please post your very specific question. And if you guys want to donate it, click on the link you can find on Facebook or YouTube. If you guys want that 3-minute reading, you please need to put, see, you hear me talking crazy. Please do put which psychic Psychic K, Psychic Energy, or Psychic Bunny down to go along with your specific question. If it is a general, you do not need to do that. You'll get all of us in the mini, the mediums, and the megas, okay? I'm going to say that a couple more times today because I want you guys to stick to the program. I think there was a little something. I was like, it's the new moon energy.
It's energy.
Now, we pulled a card for all of you guys for the collective. So for those who resonate, take it. And for what doesn't, leave it behind. We all put a card to give you guys a little sample of how we read together. So this will be a little example. If you do choose to donate tonight, what it'll look like to have all three of us. So are you ladies ready?
Let's go.
Absolutely.
All right. I pulled the devil. Okay. Now, the devil card is a huge, huge cat energy, right? This is a materialistic card. So right now you may be tempted by the fun or the risky thing in life. You may be taking chances. You may be living kind of on the edge. This card reminds you to be mindful of what you're putting out there. Remember, the devil always comes with a hitch. Okay, you're never quite getting what you think you're getting out of it. So if you're dealing with someone and you're like, oh, I just love this relationship so much, but it's a toxic one, is it worth it? If you're working a job, but you're putting all your energy and your time into it and you're not getting anything back out of it, is it worth it? Ask yourself these questions with that devil. Don't be so happy about what you get on the here and now. All right. I hope that helps.
All right. And so the card I drew tonight was the Strength card. Oh, coming in a little bright, coming in a little bright. This is the Strength card. You see the little tiny bunny with the wheelbarrow. This is about finding your inner strength. A Strength card is really a calling to almost like unhitch, unlatch what may be holding you back and push forward intuitively, internally. This Strength card can also be kind of seen as a calling for you to bring in that inner strength within yourself. Sometimes when we're going through really hardships and really tough times, we have a moment of weakness, but we also have to remember to turn those weaknesses in those situations into something that can strengthen us and push us forward, because those negative times we're experiencing can also be a positive situation or a positive moment in time. We just have to figure out how to turn it and then find the strength to turn it that way. So I pulled the Strength card.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Well, the card I've got, I'm always amazed how we all sync up when we're doing combined readings. And the card I have is the Seven of Coins or the Seven of Pentacles. And this is saying that you've got work to do. This is saying that you're not at the end of a project. You're not at the end of something. And it ties in so well with what Kay was saying about the Devil card, because it is a card of temptation as well. It's a card where things look good and there's stuff going on under the surface. Then we bring in that Strength card from Bunny, and this is saying, look at the inner strength to resist temptation. Put your energy and focus on the areas where it's worth putting your energy in, and then take practical action on it. Make it happen. Now, we have the planet of Saturn in here as well. So this is about you also setting up your boundaries. What temptations do you need to say no to? What inner strength do you need to say yes to? And then how are you going to put it all into action, into the practicalities of your everyday life? We certainly hope that our combined reading is of help to you today.
Oh, that was awesome. So I think I'm jacked. I think I'm ready to start doing some readings. Are you guys ready to go? All right, we're going to go ahead and dive right into our first question of the night. We're so excited. Gemma is our first question. Hello, Gemma. It's so beautiful to hear from you. Gemma says, hey, all, I have an appointment tomorrow. Should I go for it or reschedule? Will it be too much for me to handle currently, or should I push myself? Things are quite bad physically and hormonally. All right, Gemma. Well, first off, I want to send some well wishes your way. Remember to take care of yourself in all the best ways that you can, physically, emotionally, and mentally. So, definitely go for it is what I'll say. You get the Justice card paired right here with the Ten of Cups, okay? This is indicating there's a decision that needs to be made. There's things that you need to reflect on. That 10 of Cups is a card of telling you, yes, you need to do something that brings you the fulfillment. I do not think that this is something that you should ignore, because then what happens? So you see how there's a key in the door? It's right there. But it's up to you to take that action. It's up to you to find that completion that you need. And kind of standing back, waiting for something else to come up, you're going to hate yourself for that. You're going to be very miserable and you're not going to be okay. Get things handled. Do what you have to do. Go ahead and see them. Get that clarity. Get that peace of mind that comes with it, and take action with the Queen of Wands, okay? I understand that things are tough, but we want to do things to help you get better, okay, honey? So I'm sending you the best of luck. Happy healing, and I hope that you feel better the next time I see you. Sending much love, Gemma, okay? Thank you so much for your beautiful question. Guys, if you would like to get on the list, make sure you do. Please put your very specific question down. If you do want a general read, you have to click that link. If you would like a more in-depth reading, you'll have to click that link. It's on Facebook or YouTube. Let's also not forget that we do have an emoji competition tonight, guys. So whoever shares the most emojis tonight gets a reading, much like you got to see here at the beginning of the show, from the three of us. So make sure you guys are sharing as many emojis as you can. Bonus points for those who share my favorite green heart emoji, the pink heart emoji for Bunny, and the blue heart emoji for Innerji, or any of our specialties, the butterfly, the bunny, and the kangaroo. You know what? Journey has something going on here, I think.
Jenny's always got something going on.
Now that I think of it, he must have a kink for forest animals and
together tonight. We were all the animals in the forest.
Journey's forest creatures. Here you go.
And I'm the ringing. I'm the kangaroo in the gum trees.
He had to find something to culture us. Australia.
The Aussie forest.
Oh my gosh.
All right. We're going to go ahead and get into our next question.
Hello. So Joycelyn says, hi all, do you predict that I get a financial blessing before my holiday? I so want to help my family back home. That is a beautiful goal. And I think, honestly, the more you work toward that positive goal, the more it's going to happen. So let's kind of see what I've drawn here. So I do think your financial blessing is coming. First and foremost, you drew a 3 of Wands card. This is kind of talking about the push forward and the moving forward. So in terms of coming or your financial comings, I think you're well on your way. You're on the path there. There's a 7 of Wands reverse, and the 7 of Wands is kind of giving that indication that your pathway is starting to be unblocked because you are taking the action necessary and needed with this Ace of Swords here. You're taking the action to push this along forward. So do I think you're going to get it? Yes. In a certain amount of time, I think it will. But there is a need for you to almost stay more grounded in the situation. You need to keep your eye on the prize, because I feel like here, sorry about this glare, with the 6 of Swords reversed, there's a part of you that ends up pushing back. It's almost like you start thinking in the back of your head what messed up before, what isn't going to happen now. But you have to remember, you have to keep looking forward in your goals, because your goals are obtainable. You're going to get what you're looking for 100%. The problem is when we start doubting what we're doing and we start getting conflicted, like maybe this isn't right, maybe this isn't right, and we start second guessing ourselves, we then mess up our goal. So I think you will definitely find that financial uplift that you're looking for. It's just going to come at a time a little bit, not in the close future, but very soon. But also you have to remember, keep your eye on the prize and keep your eye on that goal, because it is coming. Unfortunately, sometimes what happens is when we are facing an uphill battle of something we want so bad, we tend to almost kind of stab ourselves in the foot sometimes. We do a little bit of negative thought. So remember, just keep your head up and keep your eye on the prize, because it's coming to you, most definitely.
That is always a tough one. Sometimes we are our own hindrance without recognizing it. We're our own worst enemies.
Yes.
Yes.
All
Buddy,
right,
you're in sync.
Energy.
Yeah.
All right, it's up next for our next question for Psychic Energy.
Okay, who do we? Oh, we have our beautiful Audrey back. Lovely to see you again, Audrey. And Audrey says, hi there with a blue heart. Thank you very much. And she asks, am I making the right decision about specifically becoming a treatment foster parent? Oh my gosh, that sounds really interesting. And she says, that's the program I saw, and I'm getting ready to apply and quit my current job. Thanks. So is this a good decision for you to become a treatment foster parent? Let's have a look. Well, you know, Audrey, you've got such a caring heart that I know that this is something that you'd be passionate about, something that you would do from the heart. It's not just about making money for you. And it's really interesting because the first card out of the gate for you is the Queen of Cups. So this is reiterating the information I was already getting, saying that you're very passionate about this. You want to do a job that makes a difference to someone else. You're not just in it for the money. And you feel very, very strongly about this. It's a passion. I've also got the Knight of Wands, and this is saying to me that you're ready to move on this. I feel the energy is there for it. I feel that things will move forward in a positive way. If it was reversed, I wouldn't feel so confident for you. But the fact that it's upright, this moving forward, this quest, because that's what knights do. They are on the quest for the Holy Grail. And this type of work is kind of the Holy Grail for you. I've also got the Seven of Cups, and this is saying to me that what you need to do is really get focused around this. I feel that you will have a lot to organize, and I feel that you've got to be careful about other distractions getting in the way of you moving forward. Let's do some blue coins for you as well. I've got the books here, and I feel that you do have a bit of learning to do around how you can manage this and how you can move forward in this job. So I see a bit of study coming for you as well as moving into this program. And I've also got the chair. Now I'm going to read. The first one is you'll get comfortable by getting out of your comfort zone. I hope that makes sense. And thank you so much for your question. And I really wish you well with it. What an awesome choice to make for a career. So thank you so much.
That was an awesome question. I love how there's so many beautiful questions coming in tonight. Thank you guys so much for sharing those very specific questions. And another thing we didn't get to talk about earlier, though, is making sure we have a little meat to our questions. And what do we like meat? Because we like them thick. We some thickums. Okay. We like to have a little girth to our question. That way we can give you guys a more detailed, right on the money reading. Okay. So when you ask a question, whenever you say, how does such and such feel about me? That could be a little vague. But if you go, hey, this is someone I'm trying to pursue, and we've been back and forth for a few years. Do you see what's coming? Is there anything I can do? That's a girthy question, something for us to latch onto. And I don't know about these girls, but a big old steak. Let's do this thing.
I have a little saying, Kay, the more specific the question, the more specific the answer can be.
Oh,
that part. Yeah, see, and this is why I like it. Well,
like
for those of you guys who don't know, Bunny is new to my Psychic Connection. So we want to kind of highlight her for a moment and give her a moment to tell us a little bit about her reading style and what she likes to do.
So, hi everybody, my name is Bunny. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. So basically what that means for me is I don't always need cards, but the cards are great because it's kind of like a picture book and it makes the movie inside my head make more sense. So I've been this type of reader for a very long time. However, I do have other interests outside or within the realm of tarot, but outside into other parts of like divination and things like that. So I do pendulum, I do crystal ball, I play with dice occasionally because I'm a big nerd. So I love things like that. And usually that intuitive power almost dictates every part of like how I do my readings for everybody. And what it's called, it's claircognizant. So I just know things, unfortunately, and blessingly so. I just know things. And so that's how I can give the best possible reading to you all. throw myself at spirit and say, make me the megaphone, and they make me the megaphone, and that cognizance comes in, and I'm able to piece it together, not just with my intuition, but then with these cards as well. So these cards are just my tools, and the crystal ball and the pendulum, they're just tools into the bigger picture. It's like a big movie reel. So I have a very unique reading style. It's a lot of things. Sometimes you do end up getting more information than you would like, and sometimes it's a little scary, but it's always in good fun. And Adrian says, hi, Bunny. And thank you guys so much for the bunny emojis. Hi, Mary. It's so nice to meet you all. I'm so excited to be here. And thank you guys so much for your warm welcomes. It means so much.
Oh, we love you, Bunny. We love it. We love it. Let's see those positive bunny emojis so Bunny knows that she's welcome and loved here. I remember our new time jitters, right? Innerji. We were like, we gotta get up the show.
I watched your show the other night with Kay, and I immediately fell in love with you. I went,
oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, look at the beautiful emojis for you, Bunny. They love you. They're saying, welcome, Bunny, Kelly says. They're sharing these beautiful emojis. So we're so happy to have you guys as support. You really don't know how much this does genuinely mean to all of us. We love this great platform, My Psychic Connection, and we want you guys to continue to love it. So make sure you guys are hitting that notification bell, because we've got lots of great YouTube content that comes out daily, weekly. So you guys do not want to miss. Don't forget, you guys can click the link on Facebook or YouTube if you guys would like to donate for a more in-depth reading. If you click for that 3-minute, please make sure you put Psychic K, Psychic Bunny, or Psychic Innerji with your specific question. For the general, you guys have 5 minutes split between the three of us. You do not need to put down a specific question, just a question, okay? And then there's the mini, the medium, and the megas that are untimed, and they go as long as they go. You get all 3 psychics. That being said, we're going to go ahead and take our next reading. Let's see.
Oh, Diane would like to know, when will I start feeling better soon about being alone, having a bad time with it? Oh, Diane, I'm so sorry that is what you're feeling right now. Feeling alone is a really almost uncomfortable feeling, especially when you've been in a situation where you're not super used to being alone. It's kind of hard for me to say 100% when you start feeling better about it. But I do think there's some steps we can take to kind of bring in that feeling better energy, right? So while I can't give you a time frame, I can give you a roadmap a little bit. So you start up here with the Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords is talking about cutting away, cutting out, being very clear about what you want and what you need. And this is about regarding in yourself. Wow, that was a sentence. It's regarding yourself. What does Diane need to feel better? What is going to make Diane feel better? Who do I need to cut out? What do I need to cut out? And it could be anything. There's a need for you to kind of sit back in your mental space and really look at what it is that is around me, what it is I am feeling, and what can I take away and bring in to make it easier for me to feel good. There's something you're missing also, and it's something from the past. This could be specifically like an object, I'm not sure what it was, or maybe even a decoration of some sort that you need to bring back into your space. There's something you've put away that you need to bring back into your space that at least gives a little bit of normalcy. There's a 5 of Cups here as well. This is kind of talking, it almost feels like on an intuitive note, like begging, please, how can I make this feel better? I think, and with these cups, we're talking about emotion. So sometimes you're maybe looking at what is spilled in front of you instead of what is being solidified behind you. Sometimes when we get in these really not so great episodes, we hyper fixate on what has messed up in front of us. Remember, when life is really hard, you have to look at what you have, not what you've lost. Look at what you have right there instead of what you've lost. And I hope you feel better soon, Diane.
That sounds like one of my quotes. When life hands you lemons, you make lemonade.
You gotta make a picture of lemonade.
It might be a little bit, you know. Diane says, thank you so much. You're so welcome, Diane.
You're so welcome. It's my pleasure, Diane.
I
was an
didn't say I
awesome
had the
read.
best quotes. I just got quirky ones.
Hey, I'm up for quirk. The quirkier, the
I like
better.
a quirk. Look at me. Look at my entire person. I am a
This means we all fit together really nicely.
yes.
And this is why Innerji calls it laughter therapy right here, because
Yes.
it just makes you feel good.
Yes.
And if you guys want to know more about laughter therapy, you're going to have to check out Tuesday night shows with Psychic Energy at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Did you see that shameless plug?
No.
Oh, shameless.
Shameless plug! Of course, you guys can catch us all here on Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursday nights, we have the beautiful Psychic Rose, the Cackling Witches Den. Friday at 8 p.m., we have Journey Ryan with Journey and Friends. You guys never know who may be on Journey and Friends. I wonder who this week will be. And of course, Monday nights, we're back here at 10 p.m. with me, your girl, Kay the Intuitive Empath. So we look forward to seeing you guys all week long. We're going to go ahead and dive into our next question.
And we have a 3-minute reading donation. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. We all appreciate the donations here on our platform. It helps us stay live. It helps us keep going. So thank you, the beautiful Princess Fiona. And Princess Fiona says, hello, Bella here. Can you connect with my ex-hubby, Dollar? I miss him dearly. Well, Princess Fiona, that is actually a mediumship question in terms of connecting with someone spiritually. So I'm afraid we're going to have to do a different question for you, please. Around that, I feel that, yeah, it's I could have done a little something on it, but it is strictly a mediumship question. Those
That's
are
okay.
donated
For
questions.
mediumship questions, you guys do need to donate for the mega, I believe. Okay, so that's okay. We will go ahead and take our next question while we wait, okay?
And we have another 3-minute reading.
Hey.
Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead. Oh, for energy, go ahead, Psychic Energy.
Okay. Thank you, Katie P, and thank you for your donation as well. And Katie asks, can you please see what Jordan will end choosing in regards to our connection? All right, well, let's put out some cards. I do feel that the connection is not there at the moment, and so I feel it's more about reconnecting rather than it continuing. So let's have a little look and see about Jordan. How will it end up with your connection? I've got the 4 of Cups here, and I feel at the moment he's kind of sitting back, waiting and observing. You know, if you look closely at this card, she's looking further out. She's not looking at what she's got near her. And, you know, Cups are about emotions. So I feel like he's looking at his emotional future. He is looking at the long-term future from the state of relationships, from the state of the heart. I do feel at the moment he's not ready to make a move on this. We've got the 4 of Wands reversed. The 4 of Wands is a card of community coming together, celebrating. It's a high energy card. So the fact that I see this upside down is I feel he's not ready to take action, because Wands are also about action. He is taking some time out right now. However, I do have the Ace of Cups, and I see potential for connection here. Aces, new beginnings. But the thing about having this connection come back and open up again is it's almost like you both have to let go of the past and start again from the beginning. It's almost like saying to each other, hi, My name's Katie. Hi, you're Jordan. Lovely to meet you. Let all that water that's gone under the bridge keep flowing away and start again. So I see potential for that. Then I've got the cross, and the cross is about having faith. So I feel that you need to have faith in how this might move forward with Jordan. He hasn't made his decision yet, but I do see potential for you. And the mask. You both have to take off the masks. It's time to really have some honest conversation. I feel that there's been a lot of things that haven't been said that should have been said. And I feel that there are a lot of things that were said that perhaps should have been said in a different way. Now, I want to have a little look about how this moves forward a little bit more for you. So I've got the Queen of Cups again. Oh my gosh, my dear, you really want this to happen. You want it to move forward. I feel that you're hurting at the moment. I feel that you're needing to go through some emotional healing yourself. Holding on to past hurts never helps us moving into the future. And that is so much easier to say than to do. And I want to do another T coin with you. I've got the Camel. And I want to talk about you in particular moving forward in regard, and Katie says, yes, thank you. And I want to talk about you moving forward because we can't always control other people's actions, thoughts, opinions, and feelings. But you says, take it step by step, but I do see potential for connection there for you with Jordan. I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your donation. I can't tell you how much we all appreciate them here at My Psychic Connection.
As donations do help us keep the platform up and running, keeps us doing what we love to do. We love to help and to heal. So guys, pass the healing forward. Like, share, and subscribe. Tag a friend. Tag a friend of a friend. Hit the notification bell on the YouTube channel to get more content. Katie says, thank you. You are so welcome, Katie. Thank you so much for your beautiful question. Guys, if you would like to get on the list, it's very simple. Here's the way to go about it. We do not do mediumship unless those are a donated read, okay? We do not do legal or health questions because we are not allowed to do those on this platform. If you have a 2-minute question, you can get put on the list, though the donated reads do skip the line and take priority. You can get a 3-minute, but please make sure you put which psychic you would like first and then put your very specific question. If you have a general question, you also need to click the donation link for a general reading. All the other ones are untimed, mini, medium, and mega, and you will have all 3 psychics for the general, medium, medium, and mega. That's a mouthful. All right, guys, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and have our next question. All right, we have a mega reading. Guys, mega readings take as long as they take. We have a question from Bella. Hello, Bella here. Hi, Bella, honey. She says, can you connect with my ex-hubby, Dollar Bang? I miss him dearly. All right, honey. Let me see what I can get for you. The first thing that comes to mind whenever, and honey, please feel free to give any engagement you would like during your reading, okay? The first thing that comes to mind to me is almost this big whiff of a scent. Like he had a particular smell, or even used maybe a particular scented cologne or a smell of a soap. There's just this huge woof of it that comes across. It's manly. The other thing that stands out to me is I keep seeing like 3 pictures. I'm not 3 pictures. They may be in a room, they may be on a shelf of some sort, but I keep seeing these 3 pictures. There's something here that he holds a lot of. There's like pain that's still holding out, because I feel like there was something here that he feels like was left unfinished in regards to you guys. Maybe he felt like his time had came too quick. I even have a little bit of trouble with my breathing, so I'm wondering if there is something here with his breathing as well. There's a sense of wanting you to treat yourself a lot better. You've been carrying a weight, he says, and you're meant to let that down. Like, I don't know, they're like, you're carrying too much on your shoulder. You've been holding a lot in on your chest. And it's time to kind of let that go. Stop feeling guilty about something too. Stop holding something in. Stop holding yourself back. Stop putting that pressure on yourself. It's like you worry or you have these waves. Things come in waves with you in regards to him and in regards to the situations in your life. And he notices that, and where like you don't have that same rock that I feel like you thought you had, but you do. You may not be able to physically kind of get to have that same experience as you did before, but it's like it's still there. There's still that strong push, that strong energy that's there. It's a loud car. So I'll say sometimes just random things that pop in. Take it, whatever it comes from it, because sometimes they try to tell me things so that you know it's them. So these random things, I'm like, I don't know what this is, but I keep hearing this like loud car bang like that, you know? So I don't know if there was like some sort of he had car issues or if you do or someone or something along with the car, because he's mentioning that as well. I want to tell you this, honey, whatever it is that you're holding on to, you've got to start to, Princess says, yes, his time was too fast. No one was ready. I really miss him and his family. I feel makes me so bad and I can't deal with them, but I try to be the best person. So that makes sense what you're holding on to. It's not, you don't need to hold on to that. You don't need to, you can still give them that love and what you can of yourself, but set your boundaries with them because they're draining you. He made that comment, like you're carrying way too much. And it affects you on the day to day, and you're not having the peace that you would like to have. You didn't even feel like you got to grieve. What I hold on is that I didn't get to be the best version of me for him as well. There's some things that you have to recognize here that once they're going beyond a certain note, they're not thinking that same way. They don't have some of those same emotions. And there's a lot of love that is still here for you. I want you to know that. There's a lot of care. There's a huge sense of concern about how you're treating yourself, how you're allowing these things they blame me for his death, how you're stop allowing the outside noise. You have to cut that out. He's very clear with that, honey. You're allowing all of this stuff to weigh you down and push this burden on you, and it's not yours. It's not yours to carry. It's not. He recognizes and he understands the things that have happened, and he knows what you guys may have argued about and where that disagreement, those things have came from. But you've got to stop blaming yourself for certain things you have no control over. I'll tell you this, none of us knows our life or expiration time. And when it happens, it's going to happen. There's nothing you can do. Okay. She said, I'm just trying to be a good person in the end. And all you can do by doing that is just to focus on yourself. He reminds you to take care of yourself. She said, I've always been. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Talk to him too. Don't be afraid to do that. That's another thing. Maybe there are some days you're like, doggone it. It's okay. It's okay to have those emotions because he hears you. Light a candle, honey. Talk to him. Okay. I hope that helps. I'm going to pass this on over.
Hello. So thank you so much for your question. I'm so sorry you've been going through this hard, difficult time. I do feel like there are some messages coming in, and like Kay said, there is like this feeling of complication regarding breathing, and that is something that I did pick up as well. I also feel like there's a need for you, like Kay very much said, to push forward. But what I'm hearing from him specifically is you need to rest, you need to stop, you need to breathe, you need to focus. It's like there's a need for you to pull back. There's a need for you to rest. There's a need for you to focus. It feels sleepless. It feels almost hollow on the inside is what I'm feeling. It's painful what you're going through. It's painful because this feeling feels like almost like you're a husk, like you're just a hollow shell sometimes. And there's a need for you to be able to care for you. This is very reminiscent of what Kay has said as well. He is asking you, stop for a minute, take a minute. Is he happy for me? Says Princess, I am expecting, and the new guy reminds me a lot of him, but when we are bad, I miss my ex and I can't sleep a lot. He's in too much pain. I'm going to be honest. I think he is happy for you, but then also you have to remember that beyond that happiness, there is still a watching over, there is still a caring for you. It doesn't matter who you're with or how you've gotten on in your life since him or since he has departed this earth. He is there watching. He is looking over you. He's keeping watch over you. It doesn't matter how you think you've disappointed him. He is proud of you regardless. Like Kay said, when they move on to that next plane, their expectations, thoughts, and feelings are completely different. They're not the same. The attachments aren't the same, right? So everything you feel, I feel like is almost a reflection of how you feel of yourself, because he sees the beauty of you at your core. When you pass these earthly things, these earthly ideals we cement ourselves to are no longer valid. He sees your soul. He sees you. And through that vision of you, you are a beautiful, shining light. You are everything he loves. Regardless of if you think he's disappointed or unhappy with you in some way, he isn't. He loves you. And that love is very apparent. Princess says, his family says otherwise under their shaman ways. I believe I said that right. So I just don't know what to believe. You have to believe what's right for you. In the end, I just want to connect with him. He's always there with you. He doesn't necessarily, he may float in and out, but he's always there. And at the end of the day, it's not up to any one person, psychic, shaman, or whatever, to tell you how you are supposed to feel. At the end of the day, if you feel like what you've done is right by him, that is what you've done. You've done right. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what his family says. It's all about how you perceive what your actions are, because your actions are the only thing that can dictate your happiness. And if you feel right, then you're right. Princess says it's probably the grief as well as confusion. Yes, grief and confusion turns people into a different type of being. I've witnessed it myself. I've seen it a lot. Excuse me. I've seen it. And when we're hurting, when we're in pain, that pain comes out in so many negative ways. And sometimes people who aren't even the actual problem end up being the target of that pain. So you have to remember, just push through, because their opinions, their feelings, they are in their own pain, but you have to do and feel what's right for you. If you feel you've been a good person and if you've been trying your best, that's all you can do. Princess says, I'm just thankful, even though his family took all the money, he was in some ways able to take care of me and his kids. And that is the most important thing. Money is a material object that, while it's important while we live on this plane, it does not measure up and compare to the love that he had for you and his children. That's something to always keep in mind. That love between two people is stronger than any money, any sayings of negative thoughts of anyone else. It is the strongest thing there. And as long as you still have that love in your heart, you are always connected to him. So he does come through. He does speak to you. Just remember that he is there. And regardless of what anyone else says, he still is there with you. So I'm so sorry you've been going through this, but I do see a light at the end of the tunnel for you. Just breathe in, light some candles, and talk to him like Kay said. Just talk out loud. It's going to feel weird, I promise. It's going to feel weird, but it's going to feel better because he hears you. He's there with you. So I hope this was able to help you. And I'm going to pass this on to Innerji. Thank you so much.
Oh, I hope what you've heard so far has been helpful to you. Now, I've been tuning in while the other readings have been happening for you about this connection. And I have to say, such a big energy. He has such a big energy. I am completely surrounded by his energy at the moment. I feel completely enveloped in it. It's amazing. And I feel like in life he was. And Princess says, how did I see him? I think through astral projection, probably 3 days after his death. Sometimes that can happen, yes. And it's about you trusting your intuition around that. If that feels true for you, then it really did happen. But what I'm seeing is that he was larger than life. And that's one reason, not just because you love him, but you feel this big loss because he was there, you know, larger than life, there for your children in particular. And what I'm seeing here and what I'm feeling here from him is he's saying, it's okay to let go. And this has been the message from Kay and from Bunny, and he's reiterating it. He's repeating it to me. He is saying, I know you are feeling alone. I know your heart is hurting. I know that you're in this new relationship, but you know, the love for me is still there. When we pass over, jealousy goes out the window. You know, the love is what remains, that beautiful unconditional love. He's also saying to me, focus on yourself. It is not selfish to focus on yourself. In fact, it's good for you to focus on yourself at the moment. I feel that you need to put some boundaries around yourself. He's kind of showing me, it's like because I'm encased in his energy, I feel like he's putting a protective cloak around you. And it's about you putting in some boundaries as well on what you will accept from other people and what you will not accept. He's saying to me, to you, that it's time for you to stand up and be strong. Trust in yourself. He believes in you. He loves you. He trusts in you. He knows that you are doing the absolute best that you can at the moment. And he knows that you are still grieving. He knows that you are still hurting. But it's almost like he just wants to give you like a big bear hug and sort of come around like this and say, it's okay. It's okay. I am still here. Now, as the other readings were happening, I felt someone stroking my hair just here. And I think that's one of the things that you can maybe become aware of. If you feel like a light breeze in your hair or as though someone was touching your hair, know that that is a message from him. Know that that is a connection that he is making with you, that you can recognize that he is there. And as Bunny said, and as Kay said, talk to him. You know, they're not deaf on the other side. That's the good news. You can talk to them. I still talk to my dad, who passed away over 40 years ago, because I know his energy is there, because they keep going. And that will give you some comfort, I believe, as you go through this grieving process. He's also saying to me that, you know, before he passed, quite a while before he passed, things were complex. There were a lot of complexities in the relationship, a lot of complexities in the family dynamics. You can let go of that now. It doesn't matter anymore. I know that sounds awful to say, but you can let it go. What's done is done. Now it's about you focusing on you, moving forward, and know that he is always there for you. He wants you to find your joy again. Find your joy in the simple things. And through finding that joy again, it will anchor you. It will give you a foundation and a stability to move forward. There are many steps we go through in the grieving process, and there is no time around that. You know, we go through the denial, the anger, we move forward, the acceptance. And so I feel that this is a process that you are still working your way through. I feel that for you, you have moved forward in this process a little bit more than the other family members who have been doing a bit of finger pointing. And he says they're hurting as well. Don't take on board what they are saying. It's part of their grieving process and where they are at. Please know he's always there, always there. Think of this as an energy. Think of your favorite color. Think of his favorite color. Have those colors merge and put it like a cocoon and a cloak around you that protects you and heals and helps your heart. He is always there for you and your children. I'm smiling a little bit. I know this is a serious thing, but I'm smiling a little bit because he's saying, find your sense of humor again. I get a bit of a cheeky energy here as well coming through now that we've spoken about some of the serious things, that the hurt and everything, but it's about finding your joy again. And he's saying, smile a little bit. Smile for me. When you speak to me of joy. Speak to me of love. Share your fears with me, and I will cloak you in love every single time. I do hope that this connection that we've had from Kay, Bunny, and myself is of help to you moving forward. Our hearts go out to you, my dear, because grief is a personal thing. We don't all experience it in exactly the same way, and we don't always experience it in the same time. And I'm sure our beautiful Kay and our beautiful Bunny would say the same thing to you. Do it at your pace. Move forward at your pace, knowing that his love is always there. Thank you so much for your donation, and we hope it helps.
Thank you, Bella, so much. We want to send Bella lots of love. Let's share some positive heart emojis for Bella. We're sending you lots of love here from the My Psychic Connection family. We're sending lots of healing your way, and congratulations on your new bundle of life, because that is something to celebrate. Okay. Bella says, yes, very much. Thank you, ladies. You're so welcome. And I see everyone sharing those beautiful heart emojis for you, love. All right, we do have an emoji contest winner. So Glenn and Kim, you are a lucky winner for the day. So congratulations. Thank you so much for sharing all of those beautiful emojis and supporting our wonderful show. We are all going to pull one card of our choosing for you. I'm going to pull from my Alice in Wonderland deck, because why wouldn't I? Alice tells us where we're at in her journey and gives us guidance as to what we should be doing next, or what we're meant to hear. Glenn Kim says, yay, thanks. All right. We have got a card. It is nonsense for you. Nonsense comes out and it tells you it is time to talk sense. This is an Alice story when the Red Queen was saying, off with their heads, off with their heads. And you're like, girl, what is wrong with you? Alice was saying, like, why are you being all crazy telling you're going to take people's heads off? Calm down and sit down somewhere. This card tells you to talk reason to those around you. And sometimes it's not always about other people. Sometimes we have to talk sense to ourselves. Sometimes we can let those crazy voices get into our head and cause us to have self-doubt. Sometimes we can allow other people to get into our heads and make us forget what our worth is. But when this card comes to you, it tells you to shush all the outside noise and talk sense. You know what's right. You know what's true, and it's up to you to hold people accountable for that. I hope that helps, honey. Thank you so much. I'm going to pass you on over. All right, Bunny, you are on mute, honey bun. It's not a show if somebody doesn't do it.
Right, it's got to happen once a show, apparently. It's good luck or something.
It's a good luck charm.
Well, thank you so much. I drew from my hummingbird deck, and the card I got for you is a beautiful card, and it's called Ruby Throat, and it actually speaks on a lot of what Kay was saying about speaking up. It says, speak, write, create. The world needs to hear your song, and I feel like this card for you specifically is talking about how you need to start speaking your mind and being direct. Look, it's really good that we all want to kind of get along with people. We want to do right by people. We don't want to be hurtful or harmful to others. Now, the thing is, we have to open up that throat chakra, open up our voice, and really say what we need to say. Sometimes everyone isn't going to hear you. Not everyone's going to want to hear you, quite honestly, and that's okay. But you have to be willing to open up and speak your mind, speak your truth, because your truth is the only thing that you have to you. Speak. It's okay. You might come off to some like you're kind of like, maybe I feel like a jerk. Maybe I'm not like the greatest person if I speak too harshly or too heavily. But remember, at the end of the day, you want what you want, and you as a person are allowed to have needs and desires, and you're allowed to have those heard by others around you. Speak, open up. It's all right. It's kind of a lot. but it's going to be worth it in the end. So I hope this was able to help you, and I'm going to pass it off to Innerji.
Okay, this is awesome. I love it when we all read together. Now, for you, I have the 3 of fire. This is about your goals. And Glenn says, makes so much sense. Yes, it does, doesn't it? I've been listening in on that one. I'm paying attention to some of those things that were said for me as well. But you have the 3 of fire, or the 3 of wands. And this is about you looking at your goals, your vision for the future. It's also about expanding a little bit. It's about breaking out of the boundaries and confines that you're in. And, you know, as Kay and Bunny were saying, it is about standing in your own power. It is about communication. It is about opening up about the goals, opening up about your vision. I feel you have a tendency to kind of hold things back, to check out the lay of the land first before you say anything. And sometimes that is a wise thing to do, but holding back too much about what it is that you want, what your deepest goals are, what your great vision for your life is, can get in the way of getting support from others, can get in the way of others helping you take action around that, because wands are about taking action as well. So be brave. Open up a little bit more in your communication around your goals. And Glenn says, yes, I always hold everything back. I understand that completely. You're a private soul, but opening up that little bit more, opening up to others, means that others will also open up to you a little bit more. And then we can have that deeper connection, that deeper communication, rather than just on the superficial things in life. I feel that for you, Glenn, there are some big goals ahead of you. There are some big picture visions that you want to put in place, but you can't do it on your own. The number 3 is about doing things with others in numerology. So open up, communicate, and be brave, and share some of those goals and visions that you have moving forward for your life. And congratulations on being tonight's emoji winner. Well done.
Thank you so much for playing along and following along this entire show. Oh, it is time for our last question.
Where is it gone?
I know. What's today? All right, we'll take our last question. All right, we have our last question. Bella. Oh, again, doesn't Bella mean like love in a different language or something? So like, I feel like I'm saying I love you. I might be making that up. I don't know. Says my 3-minute reading, if time allows. Well, time allowed. Will I be successful in my finances going towards real estate? Anyone? Oh, well, I'm anyone. Hello. Okay, let's go ahead and see if your finances will be successful going towards your real estate. Well, yeah. Oh my gosh. First off, yes. Okay. You have a whole lot that's coming out in regards to your real estate. A lot of new beginnings, a lot of new opportunities. You have your Page of Wands and your Page of Swords. So I feel like not only are you going to be obtaining new information, maybe signing new deals, new contracts, things like that, but there's a lot that's going into play here. A lot of fresh starts, a lot of things coming in. This is a time of prosperity that will come for you. So this is definitely a great look. Now, here's a couple other things. Our 7 of Pentacles is about being patient, understanding that these things take time. Understand also with the Page energy that's youthful. So you're almost at the beginning, okay, of the journey. So you do have a lot of changes that'll be coming for you that will be positive. You haven't got anything negative here. These are all positive cards. Even your 3 of Pentacles, which tells you that you'll be building, you'll be relying on something. I actually like the fact that this is kind of like a house building here, because that goes with that real estate, right? But it shows that there's connections you're going to make. I believe that the connections that you make actually help to push you forward. We see you forming healthy relationships. There's also more that you're desiring in this, honey. I feel like it goes beyond just getting into real estate. Are you trying to get your own business long term? Or are you trying to kind of sect out to doing something yourself? Because to me, this indicates that you're going to be able to do that too. You're going to have plenty of options that come with this, and there's a lot of success that comes from this, but it's all about the connections you make, the time you put in. It's a nice, healthy balance. I love this. I love that temperance energy. What you put out is literally what you will get back from this situation. Be mindful of the companions, the partnerships that you make. Be mindful of the decisions that you make. Be fair and rational when you step back. I feel as though success for you reigns out with here within the next 2 to 3 years span. So I feel like there's a lot of building because we did get a lot of newer energy, but there's success on that long term. So I'm really excited for you, first of all, because there shows that there's so much potential, but there shows that your vision is bigger than this. I think you're giving me small term goals and not the big term goals. That's okay, because I see success in that. Your Seven of Pentacles is one of those seeds that you plant now. You'll get to see those down the line. Okay. So that's everything that you're putting out now, the time, the energy, the work. Maybe you're not getting to be yourself. Maybe you're going to lose yourself in a few moments, but understand all that hard work will. Wow. I hope that helps. I cannot believe how the time has went. I'm going to go ahead and give you ladies any final thoughts. You guys had a final goodbye, Bunny.
Oh, thank you guys so much again for having me. I'm wishing you all the best of luck moving forward with all of your endeavors. Thank you all so much for those beautiful questions. I was so happy, and I appreciate you allowing me to read your energy that way. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys again soon.
I have had so much fun tonight with our beautiful Kay and beautiful Bunny, and of course all of you, all of our beautiful, beautiful people who are coming here to My Psychic Connection so regularly, and of course all the wonderful new people. Great questions tonight. I've had a blast. It's always fun to be here, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. And I want to say a special welcome to our beautiful Bunny. I have so enjoyed sharing readings and doing readings with you this evening. Of course, my girl Kay. My girl Kay, I'm lost without you.
Well, I want to thank you guys all again for participating, for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I'm definitely going to ask you guys again to please hit that notification bell so you can know when we have all of our great content that we have all week long. Please check for show times on the My Psychic Connection page. I want to thank you all so much for watching. We will see you guys next week on Wednesdays again here at We Psychic Street, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night on Thursday at 10 p.m. with Psychic Rose. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.